Hey Lister, it's Tracy Novick. It is August 9th, and so updates both retrospectively and prospectively. We did evaluate the superintendent on Wednesday of this past week. You can find both the composite evaluation, which is Superintendent Benenda's official evaluation, as well as the individual evaluations of myself and each of my colleagues, both on my blog and also on my Facebook page, my school committee Facebook page. The official evaluation is actually the one that's considered, the one, but I would recommend, if you're interested in this, reading the comments. I know no one ever says to read the comments, but you should read the comments on this. We also had another forum on Thursday about school reopening, where there were questions taken and people gave input on what we know so far. There is another forum this Tuesday specifically for Spanish speakers, so I would love it if people could spread the word on that. I've got the image with the link on it posted just about everywhere you can find me online. That starts at 5:30 on Tuesday, and it will be the superintendent, school committee, and so forth. Obviously, for those of us who are monolingual English, it will be translated, and would love to see some people on that. The plan as we have it thus far is for a remote start with some exceptions, with the highest need kids being offered the opportunity for in-person schooling. The remote portion for just about everybody else would continue according to the plan that's being proposed, at least through the middle of November, which would be the end of first quarter. There was some information that was shared on Thursday around our HVAC systems and so forth, which I'm sure for anyone who's been following this won't be surprised to hear. There's some stuff that needs to be done. The thing that I have learned is that it actually just isn't about mechanical HVAC systems. It's about there being a way not only for the system to bring in outside air, but also to have the outside air get expelled, the inside air get expelled into the outside. And while we have some modern systems that do half of that, not all of them do the expelling part. So there's filters and other kinds of work that are being proposed to be done during some of this time. That is what we have so far. You can see the plans as they are proposed, sort of grade by grade, within that proposal from Thursday. I have links to that just about everywhere you can find me too. I would recommend taking a look. If you see that there are particular things that we're missing or particular things that you'd like us to know, please let us know. The other thing that I did want to make sure I mentioned here, I posted this a couple of places, but I want to make sure that people are clear. We're certainly getting a lot of contact from, in particular, our teaching staff. Not surprising, by all means, keep writing to us. Yes, I read every email I get. However, please do understand that under labor law, you as teachers, and this is true of any of the unionized staff, are represented by your union at the negotiating table. The school committee being too specific in their replies to you about things that are actually up for negotiation is called direct dealing, and it's a violation of labor law. So if you're getting what seem like frustratingly vague replies from myself or from my colleagues, please know that they're not very much fun to write either. But you are in negotiations actively with the school committee right now around back to school, which means that that is where our discussions need to be taking place. And that is designed to protect your rights as represented labor, more so than it is designed to do anything for the management side of the table. So just so everyone's clear on why those replies are the replies you're getting, by all means get in touch. That's not in any way to discourage you from that, but do understand why it is that you're seeing what you're seeing. That is what I know right now. There is, of course, the meeting on Thursday, which there are links to. That is also at 5:30, and that is when we'll have the final presentation on whatever additional information, if there are changes that need to be made and so forth, from the administration, and that is also when the school committee will vote the plan for this year. So that is what I have right now. If you have questions, by all means be in touch. Stay home, stay safe, wear a mask if you're out, and again, be in touch if there's something I should know. Thanks.